Hello student, good morning. So today our topic is magnetic force on a current carrying conductor placed in uniform magnetic field. So here we take a conductor of length L carrying a current I and placed in uniform magnetic field, and uniform magnetic field we take along x-axis, okay, and force working on this magnetic force we take along y-axis, okay, and current flowing through this conductor along z-axis, okay. So here a current carrying conductor contains large number of free electrons, and these electrons move with drift velocity v in a direction opposite to the direction of current flowing through this conductor. Okay, so when we take any conductor, there are many free electrons present inside this conductor. Okay, when electricity not flowing through this conductor, then these electrons move random wise directions. Okay, and their average velocity will be 0. But when current flowing through this conductor, then these electrons move opposite to the direction of the current. Okay, so drift velocity we already know that. Okay, drift velocity of these electrons produced here. Okay, I mean they collides with other electrons and ions inside this conductor when electric current flowing through this conductor. Okay, so here a current carrying conductor, contains large number of free electrons, and these electrons move with drift velocity v in a direction opposite to the direction of current flowing in the conductor. Okay, and this electron moving in a uniform magnetic field, experiences a deflecting force which is transmitted to the conductor. Okay, a current carrying conductor contains large number of free electrons, and these electrons move with drift velocity. Okay, and drift velocity v in a direction opposite to the direction of current flowing in the conductor, and electron moving in a uniform magnetic field experience a deflecting force which is transmitted to the conductor. Okay, so here I repeat again what we do here. Firstly, we take a conductor of length L carrying a current I placed in a uniform magnetic field, and we take uniform magnetic field along x-axis, and magnetic force working on this conductor will be perpendicular to the magnetic field. Okay, and current flowing in z directions. Okay, and there are, a current carrying conductor contains large number of free electrons, and these electrons move with drift velocity v in a direction opposite to the direction of current flowing in the conductor. So an electron move in a uniform magnetic field experience a deflecting force. Okay, deflecting force due to this magnetic field, okay, which is transmitted to the conductor. Okay, now this conductor of length L, okay, if conductor length L, so how many electrons are present in this conductor? So let n number of electrons present inside this conductor. Okay, so n is equal to number of free electrons per unit volume of the conductor. So how many electrons are present inside this conductor? So n number of free electrons. Okay, and area of cross section of the conductor. So magnetic Lorentz force acting on electron Fm, okay, minus E. We take electron has negative charge, okay, V cross B, acting perpendicular to the plane, containing V and B. Okay, I repeat again what we do here. So n number of free electrons per unit volume of the conductor, and A area of this cross sectional, okay, of the conductor. So magnetic Lorentz force acting on electron Fm is equal to minus E, okay, minus E V into B, acting perpendicular to the plane containing V and B. Okay. So now we consider a very small element. Okay. Very small element of this conductor having length dl. So now consider a small element of length L, okay, total length is L. Then we take a very small element having length dl. Okay, so now we consider a small element of length dl of the given conductor, So number of electrons, so how many total number of electrons in this conductor is n. So how many electrons present in this small element dl? Okay, so now we find it. So now conductor, so okay, so number of electrons here, number of electrons in the small element is equal to n into volume of the element, and n into a dl. Okay, volume, area into length. Okay, cross sectional area, and this length dl, it gives volume, and we multiply n. So total we find out the number of electrons present in this small element. Okay, and magnetic Lorentz force, okay, so we need space here. So magnetic Lorentz force experienced by the element dFm is equal to NaDl Fm. Okay, I mean total Lorentz force working on this conductor is Fm. Okay, but when we take very small element, okay, then the very small Lorentz force working on this element, okay, that is a dFm is equal to NaDl, and we put the value of Fm. We already know that V cross V. Okay, I mean F is equal to Lorentz force is equal to minus E V cross V. We put this value here. Okay, and finally minus sign comes here, NaDl V cross V. Okay, we give it equation number 2, and this is equation number 1. Okay, I repeat again here what we do here. So magnetic Lorentz force experienced by the element. So this element experience a very small Lorentz force, that is a dFm, and volume, okay, that is a volume, NaDl. Okay, so how many electrons are present here? ADl represent volume, and n, when we multiply n, so number of free electrons present here, and these number of electrons experience Lorentz force, that is equal to dFm. Okay, so we put here the value of Fm here. Okay, and finally we will get this relation, and this is we take equation number 2. Okay, so drift velocity, we already know that v is equal to minus dl upon dt. Okay, we use this velocity here, and dq is equal to na dl e. Okay, number of charges here, that is dq is equal to na dl. Okay, the volume is adl and number of electrons present here n, and we put the charges total, we multiply it with e. Okay, then we will get the dq. Okay, very small amount of charges present here, dq. Okay, so dfm is equal to we have the relations, previous relation is dfm is equal to minus nae dl v cross v. Okay, so here na dl and e. Okay, we can write here minus dq, and we put this value, drift velocity, minus dl upon dt into b. Okay, so minus and minus, finally it becomes plus dq, and dt comes here, and here dl into b. Okay, and this is the dfm. So dfm is equal to, it becomes I dq upon dt, rate of change of charges, each current. Okay, I dl into v. Okay, so since this conductor is made of large number of such type of elements, this type of elements, okay, here large number of this type of element present here. Okay, this is a very small. Okay, so here since conductor is made of large number of such type of elements, therefore total force experienced by the conductor is given by Fm, which is the integration of dFm. Okay, and we put this value here, that's equal to I and dl cross v. Okay, we put this value here, and finally I L into v. Okay, for total length. So this is our final value. What is total Lorentz force on this body, on this conductor? Okay.